Okay, it is Saturday the 15th. It is the first Saturday since the government announced an ease of the lockdown rules, a slight let up on the tight regulations in England, not Scotland or Wales, just England. And bikers are officially allowed out for rides and no longer restricted. So I'm going to be taking full advantage of that today. I've just filled up the bike and I'm about to head out on the road to Beeston Castle, of all places. And I thought I'd do my first vlog in a long while, and I'll bring you guys along to enjoy my rambling. So let's get out on the road. Let's go do this. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited to get out on the bike. I haven't been out on two wheels for over 2 months, as many of you will have done the same. Like many fellow vloggers out there, I made the decision not to ride. I have a car, and that's all I needed for transportation. And I see motorbikes, woohoo! I see motorbikes as leisure, fun. It's not my primary means of transportation. And as such, I didn't think it was right to go out on it during lockdown. Plus, my mum is a nurse, and I very much want to do a quick shout out to the NHS, as all of us are, every Thursday, every 8 o'clock, and I didn't want to add to that situation of crisis with the NHS by going on joyrides on the bike, and should something go wrong, be that guy in a motorcycle accident, adding additional pressure and woes on the NHS. So that's why I decided not to ride. But thankfully I can go out now, so I'm going to enjoy a ride out on my bike. And this poor bike, I haven't really gelled with it properly yet. Every time I get to grips with it and start enjoying it, I have to go for a long period of time without riding it. The last time I rode this bike was at the end of, I think it was the end of March with Cal, when we had that awesome ride through Elan Valley. And I want to do that again, because that was an amazing loop. And I had some great comments on that and some recommendations for alternative destinations at the end of it. So we will be returning. I've missed this bike so much. But back to the point, I haven't ridden it since then. So I picked it up in February. Storm Kira, the bike's namesake, kicked in, and we weren't able to ride. Rolled on to the end of March, where we finally had some nice weather. Went out for that long weekend in Shrewsbury, and that's been it. So, and obviously we had the European tour all planned, and that's all gone down the Swanee. I've completely written that one off till next year, but it will be happening. I've got no doubt, and I've already gone the wrong way. Damn it! I was meant to go straight there. Never mind. Upwards and onwards. But I think today's ride will take me along the A49, which is always a nice road. Old faithful, the A49, towards Beeston Castle. I'll find a lay-by. I got some drinks with me. I'll park up, have a drink, kick some tyres, namely the tyres on this bike, and then head back. So it's not going to be a mad one, but I thought I'd bring you along nonetheless. Okay, I'm going to pick this up when we get onto more interesting roads. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I've pulled off the main drag, and I don't actually know where I am. going into a town centre of some sort, which should be interesting. But welcome to a vlog, and it's been a difficult time for everyone, obviously. But as I guess a creative person, I've really struggled with not being able to edit. I love editing and creating videos. You know, it's just something, you know, it goes hand in hand with biking for me. So it's nothing more satisfying than putting together a video at the end of a tour or end of a great ride for the guys to look back on. So yeah, that's been really frustrating, not being able to touch any of the equipment or my cameras or anything for over 2 months. It's been very, very peculiar. So I'm very grateful to be out just for a blast and get out of Manchester just for a little bit, even if it's just down the road, and use this bike, because I just, as I was saying, I haven't been able to use it, which is very annoying. So for obvious reasons, as with so many of you out there that have been coming back to me, you know, tour plans have all been scrubbed, all waiting on hotels to be open again. So the European tour, I'm going. The European tour will not be happening for obvious reasons, and that's going to be scheduled for the beginning of next year now. So it's very much going to happen, but it's literally just all going to be pushed back to 2021, and that will be most likely in May now rather than April, as we would have done this year. Made another wrong turning there. Should have gone left, but I was too busy nattering away and not looking at where I should have been going. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, we're going back to May and base it around the bank holiday then. Hopefully Cal will join, but if not, I'll be doing it on my own, because it's something I really want to do, and I'm still excited about it, so it's something to look forward to. So without being able to ride and not being able to edit, I've had to try and think of ways to keep myself busy. So I've been focusing on the K100 again, as you would have seen with all the photographs on Instagram. So I've had a bit of a whale of a time, a resurgence, if you like, of interest in the K100, and re-looking at it, for doing all those little things that I didn't do either last year or the year before. And it started with a bit of restoration, a bit of polishing, and I've now taken the belly pan off, respraying that, taking the wheel off. I was looking at replacing the forks. What else am I doing? Oh yeah, full service. I've never done a service, so and God knows when that bike has last had a service. So it'll be a full oil change, spark plugs, oil filter, you know, the whole 9 yards. So I've not really been doing much filming on that, because I don't think it's up to much, and plus there's a lot of other videos that do a much better job with much more mechanically minded people than me for that kind of content, and I think my videos are best on the road. So yeah, I'm steering away from garage montages or anything like that. But it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it, and you know, looking for more parts, sourcing it. But I'm drawing a line under it now for this year. I've achieved what I wanted to do. The last thing on the list for that bike is the service, and then I'll be taking it out again. At the moment, it's got the wheel off, and it's off the road. It's not taxed. So when this is all over, I'll be getting it MOT'd and retaxed and using it again. And I'm very much sticking to the route of restoration with that bike, and I'm enjoying it too. I don't regret that, rather than chopping it up. I'm too attached to it to start chopping that bike up. But what I will do is when I do take it out again, it will be for a show and tell video, showing you what I've done and telling you all about it. I was talking to Toby yesterday about it. In fact, the thing I love about that bike so much is that I've got a story with pretty much every part of that bike. There's not a part of it that hasn't got a story now, where I either screwed up or I sourced a part, all that kind of stuff, and that's what makes that bike so special to me. And that's what's so nice about older bikes, I guess. So I will struggle, or would struggle, if I ever got to the point where I would have to part with it. Well, it is busy, isn't it? It's busier than I thought. Right now, you wouldn't realise there was any difference going on in the world, with all the cars. It's just a regular Saturday morning traffic. There's another biker. Hello. It's a nice bike. Oh, that's buses only. It's quite surreal actually being out on the bike, having been locked up for so long. I've literally, I live on my own. I work at home now, and I've not had any interaction with anybody for so long, other than through a screen, So seeing people walking around, doing their daily chores and whatnot on a Saturday morning is quite weird. I'm being out, outside of my road, other than popping to the shops and back, every week or so. That's been my excitement. So out now, it's a bit of a sensory overload. I've got intentions and plans to go out to the peaks tomorrow to mix it up. I thought I change it up for today, going to Beeston Castle. Just because. I haven't been, I don't think. But I bet you it's going to be one of those things when I rock up, I'll be like, yeah, totally been here before. But never mind, I'm just grateful to be out on the bike. So it should be just a couple of hours pootling around, enjoying the day. Oh, here we go, another fellow biker ahead of me. Beamer too, nice. Oh man, I miss coffee shops. I would love to be able to ride up to the Yonderman, or I don't know, anywhere. Just grab a coffee. It's such an integral part of a Saturday or Sunday ride, going to a coffee shop and kicking tyres with other bikers. It's quite strange knowing that you can't do that. But as I said earlier, I've got a couple of drinks in my top box. So I've got to find a lay-by or a car park somewhere, hopefully somewhere with a nice view. That would be good. That would be good. Chillax for a little bit before making my way back. Such a peculiar time, it really is. It's one of those situations that you'll tell your kids about, and I don't think they'll quite believe it. What I find more interesting or more peculiar is like when things go back to normal, will we be telling our kids what life used to be like? That's what I've been pondering on, and trying to explain to them. And I hope this won't be the way, because I hope it will go back to the way it was. But explaining to them that we used to hang out in packed coffee shops, multiple people on crowded around tables, or busy pubs where you're literally shoulder to shoulder, with people you don't know, and that being alien to them, or going to gigs where it's all hot and sweaty and beer flying everywhere, and that kind of stuff, and them not having any point of reference to that. That's what scares me, like life not being like that anymore. And I really hope that it's just me going nuts in my head with this current situation. And I'm hoping with the luxury of time, things will get back to how they were. And it's actually because of thoughts like that, I've had to limit my intake of news. It's just, you know, I have to turn it off. I can't take the constant barrage of, you know, the world's going mad. Oh man, he was driving me nuts. The world going mad on news. So I literally watch the news for an hour a day, no more, an hour a day in the morning between 8 and 9, while I'm having my coffee, taking in my to-do list of what I need to action at work. I have BBC News on and finding out what's happened, and that's it. I can't have it on any longer than that. And otherwise I'll go mad. It reminds me of Brexit. It wasn't that long ago that it was literally just Brexit, 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 Brexit. And I couldn't cope with that anymore. And I just tuned out. I tuned out the whole thing. Granted, this is more important. Hence why, you know, tuning in for about an hour and getting to the gist of what's happening, seeing if there's been any developments, and that's all you need to know. I feel, anyway. Because it just grinds you down, man. It just grinds you down. Anyway, that's my little routine. So I'm curious about how you guys have been getting on in the midst of all this chaos. Have you been doing online quizzes with your mates? Have you been doing just general hangouts? Or what? What have you been doing? The thing that my lifeline through it all to hang out with the boys and our group of friends is those excuse me start that again. My lifeline's been the social hangouts with the guys. Once a week as a minimum, we hang out on a Zoom chat of some sort and just shoot the shit. You know, talk absolute rubbish for a couple of hours, and it's great fun. It's just after a week of dealing with work and the daily grind and all that kind of stuff, it's fun just to talk rubbish and have a few beers and have a giggle, you know. So that's been a bit of a lifeline, and I hope you've all had that same escape of being able to stay in contact with people that you love, because that's so important in times like these, so important. So where am I now? Going up to Appleton Thorn. Come on, sausage, let's go. In Stretton. Hello, Stretton. In hindsight, this isn't the most picturesque route I could have taken, but I'm hoping the end destination is going to be worth it. But as I said, it's just all about being on the bike right now. That being said, I'm going to be very honest right now about the GS. I'm having a little bit of buyer's remorse at the moment. Gasp, shock, horror. I've never had that with a motorcycle before, but there's a number of reasons behind that. And I'll share that on another video with you. But it's not that I don't love it, because I do. But as I said, I'll share that for another time. What time is it? Okay, so I'm about 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from the destination. I'm hoping it will open up into a few twisties in a minute. Up and away! Please don't take me on the motorway! Oh no. Or is it going to take me on, am I on the A49? Yeah, we're on the A49 now. Okay. Good road. I like the A49. The only problem with this, going on this road to this destination, makes me want to go to Shrewsbury and see the guys and see my mum. That would be fantastic. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be strong and steer the course. Or stay the course. Stay the course. I hope you've all managed to pop out on your respective machines over the last few days, just for that ride to stretch your bike's legs. I'm telling you, I needed this ride as much as the bike needed it. It's biking is my woohoo! Oh yeah! Woohoo! Biking's the sauce, baby. It's the sauce. Oh, so much fun. Massive grin factor going on. Woohoo! Oh man, it's so much fun. Yeah, there, right there. That's what it's all about. Needed it for the soul. Oh, so much fun. So good. Sorry, I was just tuning out there, enjoying the ride. Oh, look at that, bikers. That's nice to see. In other news, completely different, off topic, due to being locked down and isolated and on my own, my hair, or what's left of it, was growing out in a big way. I looked or resembled much, what I thought anyway, resembled Krusty the Clown, with hair coming out either side of my head, as I was thinning a lot in the middle. And I made the bold decision to shave it all off, so it's all gone. And I'm going with the new look of shaved head and beard, much like Teapot One. Bruce's beard is a lot longer, than mine, but very similar look. And actually thinking about it, quite a lot of the vloggers that I follow and aspire to be like, TMF, Teapot One, 44 Teeth, all bald, shaved. So I'm in good company there. But what I found was particularly interesting, which I wasn't prepared for when I took a step and shaved my head, was the feeling of the liberation of it all. So for years I've been worrying a great deal about the lack of hair I have and how much it was thinning, and I used to do all kinds of things to it, different products and styling it, trying to style it in different ways to hide it. And all my friends, and well, the majority of them anyway, would say I've got nothing to worry about, and yes, it is thinning, but it's not as bad as you think. All that kind of stuff, all the things that good friends would say, but nonetheless I was aware of it. And of course, through filming, I put cameras in all kinds of places that, particularly when working on the bike actually, that you would catch a headshot, the back of my head while I work on a bike. And that happened about 3 weeks ago, and to my horror, I realised just how thin I was up top. So I thought that was it, that's enough. I don't want to be that guy with long hair on the sides and bald. Not that there's anything wrong with that, with people who have got that kind of look, but I think I'm too young to be like that. I thought I would take control, make a decision for myself and do it. So the moment I did it, the feeling of the revelation of and euphoria of it, thinking, well, this is it, this is how I look, there's nothing I can do about it anymore. You know, there's no more worrying about styling or products, or, you know, this is it. And it was a great feeling. I'm going to overtake this guy. Oh, that was fun. But yeah, you look Blake, and I thought, you know, it was as good as time as any to make that move. And I, although, you know, I'm not 100% sure I could pull it off, I know that it looks better than what it did. So there we go. That's another update. So if any of you see me next, don't be surprised if I'm now that bald guy, or shaved head. I like to say shaved head rather than bald guy, as it's a choice. And beard. On the financial side of things, it's going to save me a bomb on haircuts. I just have to worry about my wonderful beard getting groomed. Right. I think we should be coming in soon. Yeah, about 15 minutes away. Oh, I know where I am. Oh, boys. That was a really cool road. I like that. And I know where I am again now. I didn't realise where it was bringing me. Beeston! I go through this way all the time. Isn't that funny? See, that's a nice lay-by right there. Some good distance there. If anyone else parked up. Did you see all those bikes? That's funny. Okie dokie. I've come through this way so many times, but I've never realised there's a castle here. Just shows how little attention you can give to just a road that you pass through, you know. Up here, looks like it's a castle. Beeston Castle, half a mile. Okie dokie. Soon find out what the sitch is. Look at the tunnel! Tunnel with trees! Love that stuff. Hello. She was pretty. Go on, son. I wonder if I'm going to be there. Oh, would you look at it? Would you look at it? So good. Castle? Castle? Oh, alright, buddy. I think he had the same idea as me. Lovely cruiser too. I miss the cruisers, they were fun. Great fun. Lots of chrome, lots of bling. Is that it there? I just realized, oh no, there's another one up there. Ooh. There's some ruins up there on top of the hill. I don't know if you guys can make that out. Not too sure what our destination is, but we'll figure it out. Oh, Beeston Castle. It is that way. Another lovely road. Oh, look at the house. So I don't know what the deal is with this place. I'm hoping on hope there is a car park. Beeston Castle. So I'm guessing there's no car park. Alrighty. You know what, I think I'm going to wrap things up because I haven't got that much more to ramble on about at this point. So, I hope you are all safe and well. Be strong. Stay the course. And we will get through this together. Thank you very much for catching up with me. And I might, at the end of this video, show you the shaved head. If not, there's something I can do in the next video. So I'll wrap things up there, and I'll speak to you all real soon. Take care. Bye bye.